January 1942, 1 month after entering the Second World War, the United States Army Air Force establishes the brand new 8th Air Force Command. By August of the same year, the first of these units are flying combat missions over occupied France. One such unit is the 31st Fighter Group, who flew Supermarine Spitfire Mk.Vb Bravos. On August 17, 1942, the 8th Air Force sent its first B-17 heavy bomber mission to Rouen. On the same day, the 309th Fighter Squadron of the 31st Fighter Group set out on their first fighter sweep to occupied France.
Rocket flight, this is Rocket Lead. Start your engines and prep for taxi. Radio check when ready. Rocket 2, radio check. Rocket 4, radio check. Hi Tower, this is Rocket Lead. Rocket flight requests taxi clearance. Rocket 1, you are clear to taxi. Hold short runway 1, radio when ready. Rocket 1, roger. Okay guys, you heard the tower. Follow me.
Okay, welcome back to another IL-2 Sturmovik Great Battles custom scripted mission that I'm writing.
Hi Tower, Flight Dog Rose requesting takeoff clearance. Dog Rose lead, Hi Tower, you are clear for takeoff. Look at them all. I've never seen so many bombers in one place. Looks like 20 of them. Probably on their way to hit Le Havre dockyard again. They missed pretty badly last week.
Alright, and let's taxi forward. So today I'm flying the Spitfire Mk.Vb, and if you look out, you can see... Hold on, where is it? There it is, the big old star for the American U.S. Army Air Forces. We're flying as one of the earliest Spitfire squadrons that the Americans fielded. This is actually the first squadron to fly combat missions for the 8th Air Force in northwestern Europe, operating from England. It's the 309th Fighter Squadron of the 31st Fighter Group.
Flight Dog Rose is airborne, leaving south. Hi Tower, this is Pintail Lead, ready for takeoff on runway 2. Pintail Lead, you are clear for takeoff. Watch for traffic. Hi Tower, Pintail Flight taking off. Film Star Flight, this is Hi Tower. Prep for takeoff. Radio Tower when ready. Film Star Roger, will radio when ready. Rocket Lead, this is Hi Tower. Line up on runway once Pintail is airborne. Flight Pintail is airborne, leaving east.
Okay, we're almost to the runway. Just give it another second. We're going to taxi and line up on that runway, and then we'll get ready for takeoff. We're just waiting for one more bomber squadron that has cross-runway traffic in front of us, and then it'll be our turn. If you haven't noticed yet, this is all my voice doing the voice commands. If anybody wants to be a voice in my campaign, please hit me up, because I need more than just one person doing all the voices for this. I need Great Britain, Canadian, and American accents, so anything North American or British will do it. If you have a light accent, that's fine too. I'm going to put a link to my Discord in the description. Just join my Discord server. I have a channel dedicated to setting up all the voice lines. It's only going to be about 100 to 200 lines that you have to read for the entire campaign, and I'm going to be doing all the editing, so pretty easy. Alright, looks like we're just about here. Let's line up right behind Rocket 2 on the runway, and then we'll hold for traffic.
Filmstar, Hightower, you are clear for takeoff, runway 2. Watch for traffic. Filmstar, roger, taking off.
Alright, looks like I'm here on the runway all lined up, canopy closed.
Rocket 3, ready for takeoff.
Yep,
Over.
and we're just waiting for Flight Filmstar right there to finish going airborne.
Filmstar 2, airborne.
Hightower, rocket flight is ready for takeoff.
Continue with the mission. Out. Filmstar
Rocket lead, this is Hightower. Hold until Filmstar is airborne.
You guys have no idea how hard it was to get all this AI working for the cross-traffic runways. It's a nightmare to script.
Flight Filmstar is airborne, leaving south. Rocket lead, Hightower, you are clear for takeoff. Watch for traffic. Rocket lead, taking off. Here we go.
Alright, we're just waiting for Rocket 2. There he goes. If you will notice, those are actually accurate tactical codes and historically accurate skins we're running with. Thankfully, the default skin for the game is pretty much there for the 309th Squadron. I just had to make sure that the tactical codes work.
Rocket 1, airborne.
Rocket 1's airborne. We just rotated. Spitfire's got a pretty nice
Rocket
takeoff
2,
speed
airborne.
at 105. And it picks up speed pretty fast on the ground. Alright.
Rocket 4, I'm airborne. Hightower, rocket flight airborne, leaving south. Rocket lead, Hightower, roger.
And you can see a third bomber flight just lined up on the runway ready to go.
Rocket flight, right edge formation on me. Maintain 1,500 feet, speed 250. When we get to the coast, we'll turn east towards France.
Okay, there's Rocket 2, there's Rocket 3, and I think we're right over the coast right now. So we're going to follow all the way down over there towards the Cape, and then we're going to cross the channel and head towards France.
Okay, turn east on me. Maintain speed and altitude. Stay in formation. Hightower, this is Cleveland lead. Request taxi permission. Cleveland lead, this is Hightower. Taxi to runway 2 and hold short radio when ready. Hightower, Cleveland, roger.
You can see Flight Filmstar dipping right below us. They should be coming out the other side in just a second. They're going off to hit somewhere in Normandy. We're heading towards the Calais region near Boulogne-sur-Mer. Yep, there's Flight Filmstar. There they go out into the big blue yonder. So I had to spend a lot of time tracking down combat reports and looking at flight records to see exactly which squadrons were in the air at the same time, which squadrons that these guys encountered on their flights, the exact dates of the flights. There were a lot of discrepancies between different websites with fairly unreliable sources. The 309th Fighter Squadron did fly a sortie over the Calais region of France on August 17th, 1942, at the same day that 307th Fighter Squadron was flying in Circus Flight number 204 to escort bombers over the France town of Lille. and you'll see later on we encounter those guys in the air. You'll also see that I have other RAF fighter squadrons that were based at Mk.Vb Airfield and are going to be reoccurring characters throughout the rest of this campaign. You're going to encounter them multiple times throughout the Deep Raid. All of this was done to make the air war feel as alive as possible and as much like a real war is going on. You're going to have to fly all the way across the channel. There's not an easy way to fudge that.
Hi Tower, this is Hydro Lead, flight of 4 Spitfires, request landing approach.
There we go, there's Hydro Flight.
Hydro Lead, this is High Tower, use runway 1, land at your discretion. Hydro Lead, roger.
You know, I don't remember which flight Hydro is. I think that is RAF 70th Squadron. Either that or the 130th Squadron. One of those guys is an RAF squadron that flew Spitfires in the same general area that was operating under 7th Joint Fighter Command.
You know, on a clear day you can see the coast of Normandy from Brighton. It's too hazy today though. Don't worry, you'll be seeing a lot of France this week.
That is very true. The 309th Fighter Squadron flew 3 sorties on the day of the Deep Raid and then continued to fly combat operations the whole week following that over France.
Lead, I have 3 flights of aircraft that are 2 o'clock. I see them. Those Spitfires are RAF 130 Squadron, and the bombers are returning from Dieppe. Command sent 12 Bostons there to hit the Nazi aerodrome. I only see 8 bombers. Yeah, I know. Rocket Lead, this is Friston Tower. There's traffic on your current flight path. Climb to 8,000 feet and maintain heading.
Alright, those are the A-20B Bostons that are being escorted by RAF 130 Squadron. That is an accurate squadron that's going to be interacted with, that was flying during the same operations as the 309th Squadron. We're going to break through the cloud layer right up here. Now, I also did try to get the weather as realistic and as accurate to what was going on as you could. It's pretty difficult to find exact historical weather reports, like the cloud level and the temperature and pressure, wind direction, things like that. Alright, we've leveled off the altitude here at about 8,000 feet. That's what we're going to use to cross the channel, and that's the altitude that we're going to conduct the patrol at.
Look, someone's getting shot up. I see it. Looks like a single aircraft. Probably a recon mission that flew too close to the sun. Oh, they got him. Charlie, the target destroyed. Return to formation.
Yeah, that's a pretty brutal fireball. I don't see any parachutes. I don't think that guy's making it out. Damn, the Spitfires have some real teeth when they're chasing down a lonely German recon aircraft. Alright, so the weather's pretty good. We got good visibility way up here above the cloud layer. That's a piece of the tail from the BF-110 that just went down. Nice. And we're going to continue to fly along the channel. You can see Dover's going to be way over there by Eastbourne. Oh wait, hold on, no, Eastbourne's right there. So it's just going to be another 20 or so minutes all the way across the channel, holding nice cruise altitude. Then we're going to ingress and start the patrol.
Are those the heavies returning from Lille? I don't see the 307th with them. You think they got into trouble? No, it's too early for them. I think this is a different flight.
It looks like I need to fix that transition there, but yeah, you get the idea. There's a flight of heavy bombers above us.
Alright boys, we're on course. I can see Boulogne-sur-Mer. The airfield is to its south, and we'll cross into France just south of that. Follow me, stay in formation.
And then Boulogne-sur-Mer is just behind the clouds. I can't see it currently, but apparently Flight Lead can. And over there to the right is Le Touquet, which is going to be our egress point. That little harbor right there is where we're going to fly over to exit.
Spread out and scan for aircraft. There are known flights of RAF Hurricanes operating to the north of Boulogne and to the south of Le Touquet. Investigate unknown aircraft and keep the sector clear of enemies. We leave once the 307th returns with their bombers.
Okay, so there's going to be Hurricanes to the north, Hurricanes to the south, and we need to scan the air for any other aircraft. Yeah, there's a Hurricane that looks like it's attacking the airfield down there. Man, by this time that thing's pretty well abandoned. It's been hit pretty damn well. Doesn't look like anything's on the ground scrambling. Ooh, but it is shooting back. Oh man. The air is just lit up with tracer fire. That Hurricane's not having a good day.
I see 2 aircraft 11 o'clock high. Rocket 3 and Rocket 4, check them out.
Ooh, I'm Rocket 3.
Rocket 4, roger.
So 2 aircraft, he said 11 o'clock high. I don't see him. Oh yeah, hold on, I do see him. Alright, moving to Intercept.
Lead its pintail flight. They're ours.
Yeah, a couple of Mustangs.
Roger. Rocket 3, Rocket 4, return to formation.
Well, you can see German industry down there. I'm just about to meet up with my Spitfires again. I lost them for a second, but there they are, all four. And I'm looking for ground targets just in case, because we can always strafe things on our way out, should no aircraft show up. I have a few cannon rounds with this, 20mm Hispano cannons that are on the Spitfire Mk.Vb. Not a ton of ammo, but it's pretty good to use against ground targets. It can take out light armored vehicles pretty effectively if you hit them well. The 303, not so much.
Still no fighters. Bologna airfield is quiet. Let's patrol for another 5 minutes. If there's no contest, we'll drop below the clouds and look for targets of opportunity. Keep your eyes out for trains, convoys, and targets with limited AA defenses.
Oop.
I saw a Kraut depot back there. How about that?
Kind of stalled it out for a second.
I said limited anti-aircraft defenses. I don't want to take casualties on our first official mission.
Yeah, there's a depot, but I do see some trucks down there. Okay, I know I didn't script this, but now that I see that there's some trucks down there, I am going to go for a pass. Not part of the mission I had in mind, but I'm happy that they're part of the Jade Monkey assets that he put down here. Okay, what's my dive speed? We're at 400. And ready. Okay, that was a pretty fast pass. I don't know if I blew up anything. I think I saw a couple hits with the 20mm cannons, but oh well. Alright, back into formation. We're going to continue with the patrol and look for any aircraft.
Alright, Rocket Flight, turn west and descend to 3,000 feet. We're going to look for easy targets near Les Touquet while we wait for the 307th to show up.
Okay, descend to 3,000 feet and turn to the west. 180 degrees, that would be 90 degrees. We're going to look for targets at Les Touquet to the west, which is right over there. You can see the harbor. I'm going to meet up with my friendlies on the patrol. Looks like we didn't find any German aircraft in the area. And I knew we wouldn't. Historically, they did not contest this sortie at all. They didn't really fly any flights this day in this area.
Rocket Flight, this is Bearskin Lead. Be advised we are attacking an armored column to the southwest of Les Touquet. Bearskin Lead, roger. Rocket Flight will provide cover.
Yeah, I could see him over there. Alright, now watch me just slot into formation right here behind them. Come on. Come on. We need to be at about 280 miles an hour. I've gotten a little bit better at formation flying.
Okay, rocket flight.
Oop.
Break into pairs and hunt for targets. Strafe at targets of opportunity on the ground.
Never mind, we are now hunting for
Lead,
targets.
there's a convoy parked right next to the bridge. Look, they're all lined up.
Bridge? Oh, bridge, hold on.
I see it. They're waiting for the tank column to cross the bridge. Let's hit them while they're stalled. Rocket flight, engage the truck column.
Yes, they are. There's a bunch of trucks right there in a line. Alright. Here we go.
Good hits. Keep it coming.
Ooh, somebody got the hits on the trucks. I bet you that was the Hurricane's bearskin flight or whatever they were called. And we're out of cannons. Only 303s. Whew. That was a pretty spicy run right there. I'm going to stay low over this channel here, just so that I don't get hit by any anti-aircraft, because those tanks were right there and I know they have flak wagons. Alright. Let's go back in there for another pass. This time we'll go west to east, back the other way. I am clueless as to where my machine gun counters are in this thing, so fun. Those guys got hit pretty hard by rockets. And that was another good strafe. Alright, once again, escape low out of range. I've learned not to pop up immediately. I've also gotten much better at flying low through these channels nice and fast. It's easier in VR, but it's still pretty fun. Okay, we have a little bit of machine guns left. I may be able to do one more pass on them. They're hitting something. No more cannons to hit the flak wagon if that's what's firing, but if it's a light truck, we can hit them. Let's take a look. What do I see? I see a destroyed bridge, and I see some tanks going away. Alright, we'll go for one more pass on these trucks. And that's it. I need to save the last little bit of machine guns for me. Oh, look, there's a train. Okay, you know what? We'll do one more pass just because there's a train.
Rocket flight. Rejoin formation on lead. The 307th is here with the Bostons. Not a scratch on them.
Ooh. Bostons are here. Okay.
Bearskin, this is Rocket lead. We're leaving. You're on your own now.
Alright, last little strafe.
Rocket lead, roger. Thank you for the assist. Bearskin out.
Somebody else was doing a strafe right there too. Okay, we'll leave this train. And then, let's see, where did they want me to go? Oh yeah, there they are. That is the 307th Fighter Squadron of the 31st Fighter Group. And somewhere behind these clouds that they just went behind was the Bostons, A-20Bs that are returning from the 204th Circus mission to Lille, France. Alright, 5 in formation, 4 fighter cover in formation above them, and then somewhere around here should be my guys.
Good work, 309. We're heading back to England. Our first mission went off without a hitch.
I don't see where they are.
Don't say that till you've seen me land.
Alright, we're gonna have to find my squadron. They're around here somewhere. If we just stick with these guys, we'll eventually meet up with them. We're all heading back across the channel right now. Alright, here we are. There is the rest of Rocket Flight. We've just about finished our intercepts to get back into formation. And you can see the rest of the 31st Fighter Group that's in the air today off ahead of me with our bombers. The Francis behind me, we're above the clouds again, back at 8,000 feet. Should be another 20-ish minutes all the way back across the channel.
Elwood Lead, this is Warcraft. Warcraft 3 is experiencing engine troubles. He's losing the second engine. Request an escort to stay behind and keep pace with Warcraft 3. Warcraft Lead, roger. Elwood 4 will keep pace with Warcraft 3.
Well, sounds like one of them got damaged on the way there. Either that or they just incompetently burned out their engine. That's fine. We are...
Rocket Flight, fuel check. Make sure you have enough fuel to get back to Forward Airfield. It would be embarrassing if we got forced down early on our first mission.
Yeah, we're good. Our tank's pretty much full.
Rocket 2, fuel is good. Rocket 4, fuel is good.
Such a long flight. Oh. Takes forever to get all the way across the channel if you want to get based at any of the good airfields in England. But that's just how it is in great battles. Unfortunately, they didn't give us any good options for fast travel, and there's not a lot of fudging you can do with the MCUs. You can't spawn your aircraft at different places around the map, so sucks to suck. But that's what you get when you want to historically recreate missions.
There it is. I can see the cliffs of Eastbourne. Keep an eye out for traffic as the air gets busy here.
Yep, that's Eastbourne. We're starting our descent.
Elwood, this is Warcraft. We're here. Thank you for the cover, 307. Roger, Warcraft. Let's do this again sometime. Hightower, Rocket Lead, flight of 4 Spitfires. Request landing. Rocket Lead, this is Hightower. Welcome home. Hold for ground traffic, then use runway 1 west.
Alright, somewhere down beneath my nose is Forward Airfield.
Rocket Lead, roger. Hold, then use runway 1 west.
1 west, so that's the same runway that we took off from.
Neptune Lead, Hightower. You are clear for takeoff.
Alright, sounds like we're just waiting for Neptune flight to take
Hightower,
off.
roger. Flight Neptune taking off.
Once Flight Neptune is taken off, we can line up for our landing approach. I may or may not swoop in and take the first spot.
Neptune flight airborne, leaving south. Rocket flight, high tower, you are clear for landing. Rocket flight, high tower, you are clear for landing.
Oh, there's Neptune flight. I see him now.
Rocket flight, you heard him. Let's land. See you guys on the ground.
Okay, sounds like Ford Airfield is just over my nose. Alright, I think I'm gonna steal the first landing spot, even though I've rarely landed Spitfires because I am a jerk. Spitfire landing speed, glide slope is 90 to 100, and 80 to 85 is the stall speed for landing approach. Alright, we're at 240, gear out, flaps down. We're at about, what is it, 140? Yep, 140. Cut all the way, flaps all the way down. Look at this, our dive is holding at 170. This is awesome. I am in love with the Spitfire flaps. I'm actually going to struggle to keep this thing in the air, aren't I? Alright, bad glide slope, but whatever. Here we are. Alright, hit that a little bit too hard. I don't know how Spitfire brakes work, actually. Probably should have figured that shit out before we landed. No damage. We're still good. Alright, mission accomplished. I'm going to let the ground crew taxi this thing in while I go Google how the Spitfire brakes work. And there's Neptune flight just in a holding pattern, because it looks like I forgot to script them with some sort of path after the takeoff. Okay, if you would like to voice act in this campaign that I'm writing, please hit me up. I'm going to put a link to my Discord in the description. This mission is fully playable and fully downloadable from the forums.